When you meet someone and you see that they have a bad habit, just any habit that you do not agree with, you do not like, it crosses boundaries, whatever, you decide to still date them. And when they continue that habit, you get mad at them because they're not stopping that habit. You signed yourself up for something. You were shown the truth from day one, and you decide to go along with delusion and think, they're gonna stop doing it for me. That is so selfish. Let's say you're a guy, and you're at the club, and you meet this girl, and you start talking, you really like her. She says she's a party girl, she loves partying, she loves clubbing, and let's say you're more of a traditional guy, but you think, you know what, no, she's nice, I have a fun time with her, I'm gonna give her a chance. You go on a few dates, then you start dating. But the whole time, deep down, you knew, I don't like the clubbing aspect side. Like, she goes out every weekend with her girlfriends. Like, but you know what? When we start dating, she's gonna stop. She starts dating.
She doesn't stop.
And now you're gonna get mad at her because you were selfish enough to think that just because she's dating you, that she's gonna drop the thing that she likes doing. I understand when you guys started talking and she said, you know what, clubbing, like, it's a habit. When I get in a real relationship, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna do it anymore. That's different because she set you up to believe that, okay? She told you she was going to. She made a statement and you believed it, and then makes sense, okay? So then if she continued doing it, that's when you'd be like, okay, like, you know what? You said you were gonna do this, but now you're not doing it anymore. But if in no way she said, I'm gonna stop doing this, or I'm not gonna keep doing this, if she didn't tell you that, assume that she's gonna do it in the relationship. In high school, I knew this girl, right? And she really liked this guy. He was involved in like doing drugs and stuff, okay? I'm not gonna specify what, but he was into all that stuff, right? And she wasn't into that stuff, and she didn't really like doing all that. And they had a great time together, whatever. And then when they started finally dating, she starts complaining to me saying, he's still smoking, he's still drinking, he gets high every single time, he's always doing this, he's always doing that. He was like that from the start. And he never once told you, I'm gonna quit when we start dating, or I'm looking to quit, or I'm not gonna. No! You were just desperate and silly enough to think, oh, I'm the exception. No! They do not owe you anything, okay? You knew what you were signing yourself up for. Who are you to choose what someone else does with their life? If you don't like what they do in the relationship, having kids, not gonna change it. Getting married, not gonna change it. Building a house together, not gonna change it, not gonna change it. Imagine someone buys a plot of land, right? When you buy this plot of land, the previous owners tell you, okay, there are some irrigation issues, so you can build a house, but just be careful because the plumbing is really messed up, the pipes are really disgusting, and you need to get it sorted out or buy another property because it's not gonna fix itself, okay? And you know that. They tell you from the start. You still decide to buy the plot of house. You build that entire house. You turn the taps on, a bunch of gunk flies out. And then you're sitting there crying. Why isn't the water working? Maybe look back a few months ago when the previous owners literally told you the pipes don't work. You thought, no, I'm still gonna build a house and it'll change magically. Like God's just gonna sprinkle a little bit of, some of that like bless, and then everything's gonna be fine and I'm gonna have crystal clear water running. Why do you act surprised when you turn on the taps and the water's dirty? Hello, makes no sense. You are literally getting mad at them because they are being the person they told you they were gonna be from day one. I understand if they lied about it, they led you on, they deceived you, or they made themselves out to be a person that they're not. But I'm talking about the people who tell you exactly who they are from the start, and when you start dating and they are still that person, you get mad. You get mad at them. What are you doing? That is on you. You don't like the person? Don't date them. You don't like a habit they do? Don't date them. Assume that they're gonna keep doing that for the rest of the relationship. Because when you go on delusional thinking, no, they're gonna stop doing it when that's how you get yourself stuck in issues. and you end up creating problems for yourself that could have been ignored on day one. You're out with someone and you have a weird gut feeling that they're probably like a player or a cheater. Believe it and walk away. You were talking to this new person and they tell you,
oh, I actually cheated in the past few relationships. Even on my long-term partner, I cheated on them, but no, I'm changed.
that's a pattern, okay? Like, we learned this in preschool, okay? If something stays the same, what do we call it? How silly are you to think
They cheated on their last 8 partners, but they're not gonna do it to me. I'm different.
you went through the terms and conditions? You read them, you saw them, you agreed to them, okay? And now you're mad at the software. They are exactly who they are telling you they are. And if they're not telling you, they're definitely showing you. If they show you from the jump, believe it. And don't think that they're gonna change for you, okay? They have, like... No. You need to stop. You need to stop.